blotting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us, which was contrary to us, and took it out of the way, nailing it to his cross. And having spoiled principalities and powers, he made a shoe of them openly, triumphing over them in it. Colossians 2:14-15. You stand now before these words as one who has tasted the serpent's power within. He has blotted out the writing of ordinances that stood against us. See at once. Those ordinances are but records in your own mind-old scripts of limitation, fear, the little laws your senses dictated. Christ, the wisdom serpent, has taken that parchment of your doubt and nailed it to the cross of your own imagining, there to die. They cannot accuse you now, for the authority that once bound you was erected in the realm of the senses. It is powerless against the throne of your awakened imagination. And note this, he spoiled principalities and powers. Who are these but the blind governors of your five senses, opacity, contraction, whose dominion you once mistook for reality? Christ entered that dark state, wore the form you wear, and showed you its emptiness. He stripped them bare, laid them open, and triumphantly displayed their impotence. In that triumph, you glimpse your own victory. No outside force can rule you once you turn inward to the promised imagination. Made a show openly. The very things that chained you are paraded as conquered enemies. You behold them, not in fear but in triumph, for the power that subdued them now moves within your spine as golden light, rising like Moses' uplifted serpent. Here, in the cross of your assumption, every law of the old world is nullified. Your body of belief is transformed. The statutes that once condemned you are swept away by the living waters of your creative act. Thus you ascend, not by climbing the ladder of sense, but by the reversal of the serpent, by the turning of the cross in the mind. The old ordinances are buried, the powers laid bare, and in that open spectacle your imagination stands triumphant, God revealed, and you with him. Colossians 2:14-15 is talking about inner records of guilt and limitation, the handwriting of ordinances that was against us. Psychologically, this describes the stored beliefs that you are unworthy, bound by past mistakes or outer rules. The tarnished record is simply your self-talk and life story playing in the background of your awareness. When Paul says it's nailed to the cross, he's pointing to an act of consciousness in which you deliberately put that limiting record out of sight where it can no longer run your show. In Neville's framework, the cross is your own imaginative conviction. To blot out a limitation means to change the inner scene in which that limitation is real. You nail it by fixing your attention, feeling, and faith on a new inner picture, one in which you are already free. As you do, the outer reality reorganizes itself to match. The principalities and powers are simply those old subconscious beliefs. Christ's triumph is your conscious reversal of them, turning oppression into triumph in your imagination first. This verse reveals that your true power lies in assumption. You possess the divine faculty of imagination, God's active presence within you. By assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, that your debt of guilt is cleared, that you are inherently worthy, you participate in the same creative process that spoiled those hostile forces. The victory is already yours. It only needs your will to align your inner world with that reality. Begin by gently becoming aware of a single limiting belief you've internalized, perhaps a fear of failure, a sense of lack around money, or that quiet whisper of self-doubt. Allow your imagination to craft a simple yet vivid scene in which that belief no longer exists, seeing yourself moving through life with confidence, kindness, and prosperity, exactly as you choose. Then breathe life into that vision by infusing it with genuine feeling relief washing over you, joy bubbling up, gratitude swelling in your heart, and hold it as if it were happening now, dedicating a few minutes each day to this inner experience. Whenever an old negative thought surfaces, catch it gently and transform it in the moment, revising the impression until the limiting idea loses its power. By mentally nailing the old record so it can no longer play, you disempower its hold, and gradually your outer life will begin to mirror the triumphant state you have assumed within.